Hey guys, this video is going to be about my little absence last week. If you are not new to my channel, you will know that I post something every week and it's usually on a Sunday. Last week was a bit of a miss, reasons to follow, but I will also be giving you a playlist of the tracks that I listen to when I need a time out from the world and I just need a break. I just need to be alone. So in my first couch catch up, I did mention that I was really hooked to Scandal. It was something I'd been watching a few years ago and I just stopped completely. And now I'm into it again with my flatmate. My friends recommended something a bit different. It's called 13 Reasons Why. It's on Netflix and it was something I was a bit hesitant about watching purely because of the storyline. So if you're not aware of 13 Reasons Why, it's a show about a girl who takes her own life. Us, as well as the people who knew her, do not know the reason why. So she leaves a series of tapes behind and they all contain one name, and each person who is on these tapes, they are one of the reasons why. I have known people who have been severely affected by depression and anxiety, and for the people around them, it's also difficult. Obviously not to the extent as to what they feel in order to feel like they have to take their own life, but it does affect everyone around them. And for me, it did affect me. So 13 Reasons Why really brought back these memories. Watching this series got me thinking. It brought back a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings, and also feelings that I never knew I had. So that was one reason why I had to take a time out last week. And another reason was on 18th of May, Cornell, the frontman for Soundgarden and Audioslave, passed away. And Cornell is definitely a guy with an iconic voice. He had one of those voices that you knew it was him. It was just so unique and there was so much emotion behind his voice as well. So the reason of his death, which everyone only found out maybe a day or two later, was suicide. So with 13 Reasons Why and also this happening, for me, I had just basically shut down. I needed a timeout from the world and I needed to segregate myself from everything basically. It was definitely one of those weeks where I just wasn't ready to be in front of a camera. I actually filmed something and watching back at it, it was very obvious that it wasn't me. This week is a brand new week and I thought it would be good to kind of touch on the topic of what music to listen to when you just need a timeout from the world. I do try to promote happiness at all costs. These are not songs to make you feel low, they are just songs to keep you company when you're in that frame of mind. So the first song has to be Tenfold Lodestyle with Sun and Rain. So it says it all in the lyrics really. It's sun and rain, it's oxymoronic lyrics, it's poetry. It's such a gorgeous song and every time I hear it, I forget about everything around me. The next song is Hide and Seek by Imogen Heap. It can come across as an a cappella, so it's very minimal and she creates layers of her voice and sings different parts of the song. You might recognize the song, it was sampled by Jason Derulo for What You Say. That chorus that they have in that song, it's basically a tiny bit of Imogen Heap's song. In Imogen's song, that little hook in particular, is basically a climax of the song where you can hear frustration and anger in her voice. If you're feeling in a low mood, you really should put on music that doesn't require so much concentration and so much thought. So Swing Life Away is basically a song about moving forward in life and just dealing with life as it comes. This particular version, the acoustic version, is on Punk Goes Acoustic. Punk Goes Acoustic is basically a compilation of songs from different bands who have these amazing punk songs, but they've taken it down. They've taken out distortion, they've taken out heavy drum beats, and they've just restricted it to guitar, a voice, and maybe a bit of bass. Anything by the XX is surely to help you through a very shit time. I think with the XX, what makes them who they are is just the simple sound that they have, and also Romy's voice. Her voice is just warm and effortless. It's just definitely something you can listen to when you just really want to go off into a daydream. It's escape music. It helps you escape from reality. Two guys that I resort to, Frank Ocean and Khalid. Wow. Both have beautiful voices. They are both very soulful. When I listen to these two songs, it always puts a weird lump in my throat. Like, I can put myself in their position as they're singing it. I feel like I am in their head. So I mentioned previously in another video that I was really into Sylvan Esso. This song that I've chosen from their new album, it's called Slackjaw, and It really reminds me of a lullaby. With her comforting voice, it just feels like something that your mom would sing to you. And the reason why I say that is because it has a very raw sound. It has a bit of static in the background, so it makes it feel a bit nostalgic. Like, it gives this idea that the song is a memory. Another group that I listen to when I feel a bit shy is Bon Iver. Skinny Love, so this song has personal attachment to it. Definitely a lot of emotions there. It's funny because when I listen to it now, regardless of those memories that I link with that song, it makes me feel comforted and it makes me feel at peace as well, actually. The other song by Bon Iver is 22 Over Soon, which is from their latest album. This album in particular has a very creative, unique sound. So they are an indie folk band, and with this album, I think they really experimented and it really worked in their favor as well. And definitely an atmospheric song. Listening to the song, for me, it makes me feel small in this very large world. As I said, I was watching 13 Reasons Why. The soundtrack is amazing. So Selena Gomez, she is an executive producer for the show as well. And she has 2 songs on the soundtrack, and you're probably thinking, why have you included pop on this playlist? Why have you included Selena Gomez? No. The 2 songs that she's got on there, they're just friggin' gorgeous. The rest of the soundtrack, it has a grunge, post-punk indie feel to it. One thing I really liked when I researched into the soundtrack and why they chose these songs is because they wanted to keep it timeless. That they put Joy Division and The Cure in there. And I'm really all for the soundtrack. I really love the fact that they've used such a happy song for such a poignant moment in the show. I don't want to ruin it if you do want to watch it, but it's a song called 1,000 Times, and it has that indie 80s feel to it. The song has just such a hopeful impact. I really love the fact that they've used such a happy song for such a poignant moment in the show. When I heard that Chris Cornell passed, I listened to everything that I knew again by him. So I listened to Soundgarden, Black Hole Sun. It's quite a haunting song. His voice and the feel of the song, it's just very chilling and it does give you goosebumps. I listened to that a few times and then I moved to one of my favorite albums, which is a self-titled album by Audioslave, and it was released in 2002, such a long time ago. So this album just shows off the ranges that Chris Cornell was able to reach. So there are songs where he wails in it, where he just yells, where he takes it down and it's very low key, softly sung, like he just reaches everything. Yeah, Like a Stone was definitely a gorgeous song of theirs. But for me in particular, I have chosen Getaway Car and I'm the Highway from this album. Both remind me of songs that you would listen to in a convertible with the top down, driving away into the sunset, just driving away from something, shit, reality, crappy situations, just driving away from it. These 2 songs, when I listen to them now, I feel a bit sad, but they are really gorgeous songs. And yeah, listening to these 2 songs just made me fall in love with Audioslave all over again. So yeah, that's my video for this week. I am sorry that the tone of it was a lot darker than usual, but I feel like I can be honest with you guys, you can be honest with me. Mental health is not taboo anymore. It is something that everyone should be aware of. Everyone encounters it at one point in their life, whether it's to do with them or someone that they love, someone that they're close to, and you should never be afraid to talk about it. So if you do feel like you need to talk to someone about something going on in your life, seek a close friend, or if you don't want to talk to someone you know, there is always options for that as well. So yeah, love you guys. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye!